What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is Marketing with Dev. Make sure you guys give me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so you can be notified when I drop new videos just like this one. And in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to run Facebook or Meta ads for a car detailing business. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the first thing you're going to want to do is be inside of your ads manager. As you can see right here, this is a demo account that I use to just do tutorials for you guys. So what we want to do when we're here is press this green create button right here. And you're going to want to create new campaign. And now for the objective, you're either going to select a leads campaign or a sales campaign, just depending on the nature of your business. If people are booking directly online and paying online, you might want to do a sales campaign. But if people have to call you, or if people submit their information and you call them or reach out to them, then you might want to do a leads campaign. But just for the sake of this example, we are going to go with a sales campaign. I always like to do a manual campaign. It's just easier for me that way. Now we are inside of the actual campaign, and the campaign is broken down into 3 different levels. So this level that you guys are looking at right now is the campaign level. On the left hand side, when you see these 4 squares, that signifies that it is the ad set level, and this one square signifies that it is the ad level. So when we duplicate these and you see a bunch of different levels here, you'll always be able to tell the difference that way. So the first thing we want to do is always name the campaign. So let's name this car detailing. And since it's a sales campaign, let's say sales. So L1, car detailing and sales. So the reason why this is L1 is because this is a prospecting campaign, meaning that these ads are going to cold traffic or people who have never seen us before. If this was a retargeting campaign or an ad that was going to people who have interacted with us in some way before, it would be L2. Car detailing, because this is just something that we can be able to recognize what the campaign is about. So if I was the actual car detailing business, I might actually put the name of the offer that we're running the ads for and stuff like that. But just for the sake of this example, I'm just using car detailing. And then sales is because we always want to include the name of the objective that we're using. So after you name the campaign, that's all you have to do on the campaign level. So we'll go to the bottom right hand corner and we will press next. Now, when we press next, we are now taken to the ad set level. And now we want to name the ad set level, but we only name the ad set level the name of the audience that we're targeting. And since we do not have the name of the audience that we're targeting yet, we're just going to leave this blank for now. Going down to conversion location, it's either going to be on your website or calls if you want to generate phone calls. Whichever way your business operates is the way that you will select. We'll just go with website for now. Performance goal, we want to maximize number of conversions. Pixel, you want to always have your pixel conversion event. You want to select whichever conversion event that you have. Again, this is a demo account, so all my stuff isn't set up. And now going down to budget. So for daily budget, what we always recommend for this initial test, because that's what this is 3 different ad sets, each at $20 per day, which would total to about $60 per day. You can do more or less depending on your budget, but I would suggest starting here regardless of what your budget is, just because $20 is a good enough amount over the course of 3 to 5 days to get significant data, but it's not too much where we're overspending, and if things don't work, we're not down in the hole too much. You know what I mean? So start date and end date, I never usually select an end date because I'm always in the ads manager, so I can just turn it off whenever I need to. But if you don't want to overspend and you think you may forget, you can select an end date. Going down to audience controls and locations, this is where we want to select edit. So right now, the location that is selected is the United States. But if we were a car detailing business, we would not be servicing everybody in the United States, right? We would be servicing the people in the area that we live in and the surrounding area. So let's say we're a mobile car detailing business and we operate out of Silver Spring, Maryland, right? So we're selecting Silver Spring, Maryland, plus a 25-mile radius. So this means anybody who is in Silver Spring, Maryland, or 25 miles of Silver Spring, Maryland, is going to see our ad. And we can increase this radius up to 50 miles or down to 10, just depending on how far or not far you're willing to travel. But we'll leave this at 25 miles. And for this first ad set, that's all we're going to do. We're just going to broadly target Silver Spring, Maryland, and a 25-mile radius. So now we can go back to the top and we can name it Silver Spring plus 25 miles. So now when we see this ad set, we know exactly which audience this is going to. So now that we have that, what we're going to do now is go to the bottom right and select next. That's all we're going to have to do for this specific ad set. Now, when we select next, we are taken to the ad level. And of course, we want to name the ad level. Let's just say video 1. You can name your ad whatever you need to name it, just so you can quickly identify it. For this strategy, you want to make sure we're going to have 3 different ads, 3 different ad levels, but it's only going to be the same ad, right? So you're going to use the same video or the same image in all 3 of your ads, right? And the reason for this is because for this strategy, we are testing the audiences. And when we're testing the audiences, or when you're testing anything, you want to make sure that the only variable that is different is the thing that you're testing. So since we're testing the audiences, everything else is going to be constant. So we know if there's any differences in the results, it's because of the audiences, right? So we know that this audience works well because everything else is the same. The only thing that's different is the audience, or if this audience isn't good, we can compare it to the other audiences that we're testing against because everything else is constant. So now going down to identity, you're going to add your Facebook page. You're going to also add your Instagram account. Going down to ad setup, I like to always select manual upload, single image or video. And then now getting down to add creatives, add media. Here you can add image or add video. I recommend you guys use videos. They typically seem to convert better. For primary text, same thing here, paste your copy here. Same thing here for the headline. I have videos going over how to create high converting Facebook ad videos. I have videos talking about how to create high converting ad copy, and the same thing for the headline. So if you guys don't know how, you guys can check out those 3 videos that I already have posted on this channel. I'm not going to make this video any longer than it needs to be, but this is where you will input your video, input your copy, input your headline. What I will say about the headline is just make sure that your biggest benefit is in the headline, because sometimes people only see the headline. So if they only see the headline, you want to make sure that they're seeing the biggest benefit that you have to offer. And then going down even further, this is where you want to paste your website URL. Once you have your website URL in there, what we're going to do is go back to the ad set, Silver Spring 25 plus miles, and we're going to quick duplicate it. So now when we duplicate it, it also duplicates the ad levels as well. And once you fill it out one time, you're not going to have to fill it out again, because remember, everything in that ad level is remaining constant. The only thing that we're changing is the audience. So now let's go to this copy of this ad set and let's rename it, because now we're going to be changing the audience. So now we're going to go down and we're going to go to Advantage Plus Audience and then switch to Original Audience options, use Original Audience. And now we're at the Advantage Detailed Targeting Plus, add demographics, interests, or behaviors. So we have a 3-layer targeting system that we use to make sure that our ads are getting in front of people who actually want what we have to offer. And the first layer is something that is directly related to your product or your service. The second layer is something that is closely related to your product or your service. And the third layer is something your ideal clients are also interested in, right? So for our business, right, since we have a car detailing business, something that is directly related to car detailing is auto detailing, right? Something that is directly related to car detailing is literally car detailing, right? So remember, we're keeping the location Silver Spring plus 25-mile radius because that's where we operate out of. But now we're just adding an additional layer of auto detailing. So now what this means is that somebody has to be in Silver Spring or a 25-mile radius, and they have to be interested in auto detailing. Once we have that, we can quickly duplicate this again, because remember, we only need to do the ad level once. Everything in that is going to be exactly the same. We can quickly duplicate this again, and now we just change the audience one more time. Let's get rid of this. So that was layer one that we did before, something that was directly related to our product or our service. Now let's try something that is closely related to our product or our service. So something that is closely related to our product or our service would be cars, right? So car detailing would be directly related, but just cars in general would be closely related, obviously, because we're working on cars. So honestly, you guys can find any type of car interest to test, right? I'm just going to do Rolls Royce, for example, because I know that it's there. Rolls Royce motor cars. Well, this one is pretty low, so let's try another one, right? So let's put in cars and let's see what other interests we can find. Jaguar cars, Volvo cars. Let's try Jaguar cars. Right, this is a little bigger, 100,000. So we have Jaguar cars right here. So again, what this means is somebody has to be in Silver Spring or 25-mile radius of Silver Spring and be interested in Jaguars, and just put cars so we know we're talking about cars and not the animal. And now we have our 3 ad sets going to 3 different audiences. Guys, remember, since we operate out of Silver Spring, we're only every ad set is going to have the location Silver Spring plus a 25-mile radius, because we're not traveling all over the country to detail cars. We're only traveling within our location, right? And all of the ads are going to be exactly the same because we are testing the audiences. Once you guys have this all set up, in the bottom right, you will select publish, and then Facebook will check your ads. They will review it, and then they will decide if your ads would be good enough to run or not. Most of the time they will, unless you're breaking some kind of rules. And then after 3 to 5 days, I would analyze the results and then make adjustments from there. But don't touch anything for at least 3 to 5 days. Let the ads work, let the results actually populate so you guys can actually have a good amount of data to look at. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you leave me a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so you can be notified when I drop new videos like this one. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.